Hey, Shalom. Before we begin, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and peace salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. It's the brother Tawal Paryah from the Providence, Rhode Island camp, coming at you with a quick lesson here, just going into some news. The source here is RT.com, which is it's a Russian news outlet. And it was reported here, it was actually reported today, that nearly 200 people were massacred in Haiti over a bad voodoo spell. Now, those of you that don't know, Haiti is a name today for the biblical Levites. And as you should know, the Haitians share an island with who is called the Dominicans today, and their biblical nationality is Simeon or Simeon. Now, the Haitians are very, very, very big with their witchcraft rituals, voodoo, as it is written here. Now, let's get a quick understanding here of what this word voodoo even means. All right, now. Got here, let's just put voodoo definition. So the definition of voodoo reads a religion practiced in parts of the Caribbean, especially Haiti. Look at that. That's how you know voodoo is very big in Haiti. It says in the southern U.S., combining elements of Roman Catholic ritual with traditional African magical and religious rites, and characterized by sorcery and spirit possession. So the devil himself, the engineer of Yahoo, which is actually controlled by the Most High Yahweh, has it displaying right here in present time that this thing called voodoo is a combination of Roman Catholic rituals and African magic and religious practices, which this right here is important to know, because truthfully a lot of the religions that people are in today stem all the way back to the Roman Catholic Church. All right, now I want to go into this article a little bit and then read a couple scriptures. I do have a few scriptures before I even read the article here. Let's go ahead into Genesis chapter 49. Now, this chapter here is, as it's written here in the heading, Israel's prophecy concerning his sons. Now, Israel is a man called Jacob. His name was changed to Israel after he had wrestled an angel. And as we read here in Genesis 49 and 1, we'll see that it says, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. So, in this present time, we are in the end of days. In fact, the end of days actually started when Yahweh Shai had came upon the earth. And actually, we can go quickly and read that here in the book of Hebrews chapter 1. Starting verse 1, it says, the Most High sundry of times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, but has in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, who he have appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. All right, so showing you that when Yahweh Shai came, that was the beginning of the end of the world, or the end of an age, an eon, a time period, which the period of the rulership of Esau, Edom. Now, let's go ahead, jump down to verse 5, where it makes mention of Simeon and Levi. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 5, it reads, Simeon and Levi are brethren. Now, obviously they are brethren, and this is actually the only time the fact that uh, these men are brethren is mentioned. Right? The reason why it's made mention that they are brethren is because that they would be on the same island, okay, which was called Hispaniola. Right? Now, before Christopher Columbus landed on that island in 1492 and called it Hispaniola, it was actually called Quisqueya, which is translates to mother of lands, which it's not actual mother of lands because the land of Israel is the mother of lands. Okay, but as it's reading here, it says Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of cruelty are in their habitation. Okay, which is going into that voodoo, that witchcraft. All right. Verse 6 says, O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Mine honor, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. So let's deal with this first part here. It says, O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Mine honor, which is again going into their witchcraft. What Haitians love to do is they love to do voodoo here. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. Go into Chat GPT. Let's see if we can get some information out of Chat GPT here. Let's go different. Let's see, so different. I'm not spelling that right. Forms of voodoo. Alright, see, look at the first one that pops up. Haitian voodoo. Haitian voodoo, first thing that pops up. The term voodoo is often used generically to describe several related traditions. There are different forms, different types of voodoos. Then you got Louisiana voodoo, which there's a lot of Haitians out there as well in Louisiana. Alright. Then you got also West African type voodoo, which Israelites fled to that part of Africa when they were fleeing the persecutions from the Romans. You can read about that history concerning the Jewish and Roman wars, and there's a book called Babylon of Timbuktu which goes into it as well. Then we got Brazilian voodoo, Cuban voodoo, Santeria. This is something that these so-called Dominicans or Simeon practice a lot. They practice that heavy. All right, and again, look at this here, voodoo in the Dominican Republic. All right, just giving some insight. All right, so let's go back and read this here. It says here, O my soul, come not thou into their secret. Come not thou into their secret. All right, which a lot of people don't know, that these rituals that they're partaking in today, Santeria is involved, voodoo is involved. Okay, you got Catholic practices involved. You just read it, right? But then it continues. It says, "Be not thou united," which you can see today over there in Dominican Republic. All right, it's spiritually set up for them to not get along. In fact, if you go into the history, there's a thing called the Massacred River, which actually divides the land. And if we go into the history of the Massacred River, let's ask Chat GPT. Let's just type in Massacred River, see what it says. Okay, yep. The Massacred River is a river that serves as part of the border between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Has a significant historical and cultural importance, but the river's name is also associated with a tragic event. Now, let's read about the tragic event, because it's called the Massacred River for a reason. Okay, it says here, the background. The event took place during the regime of Rafael Trujillo, who was the dictator of the Dominican Republic. Tensions between the Haitian and Dominican population had been rising for years, partly due to cultural differences, economic disparities, and fear of Haitian migration into the Dominican Republic. In 1937, Trujillo ordered the massacre of thousands of Haitian immigrants and Dominican-born Haitians living in the border regions. This brutal event is often referred to as the Parsley Massacre or El Corte, the cutting. All right, so there was a bunch of bloodshed over there. Now let's go ahead and stick to the focus of this lesson here. Let's go into a little bit of this article. Nearly 200 massacred in Haiti over bad voodoo spell. The killing were reportedly orchestrated by a local gang leader who blamed the death of his son on voodoo practitioners. And this is heavy. It says here at least 184 people, primarily elderly men and women, were killed in Haiti's capital city of Port-au-Prince over the weekend, according to the UN estimates. The massacre is believed to have been orchestrated by Manuel Felix, known as Micano, a local gang leader in control of the Wharf Jeremy Port area. The killings were reportedly confined largely to the site Solil, an impoverished and densely populated district of the city. All right, let's read a little bit further down here. The massacre was apparently prompted by a disagreement between Micano and local practitioners of Voodoo, a syncretic religion widespread in Haiti and commonly associated with witchcraft and black magic. The gang leader reportedly approached a voodoo priest after his son fell ill and died, and while it was not immediately clear how exactly the meeting went, Micano became enraged and ordered the killings. So, one thing the Most High Yahweh does not like is witchcraft, sorcery. In fact, we can read that here in the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 18. In verse 10 it says, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire," aka child sacrifices. This says, "or that use divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh, and because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power does drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh thy God." Alright, so we just read it. Alright. We just read it. And we're gonna go read ahead a little bit more. It says, verse 14, "For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observer of times, and unto diviners. But as for thee, Yahweh thy God has not suffered so to do." Alright? So, the Lord's warning us here in this chapter not to participate in certain activities such as witchcraft. In that these nations, okay, these heathen, they're the ones that love to do that type of stuff. That's for them to do. They're the left hand of the Most High. The children of Israel, we were set up to be the right hand of the Most High Yahweh, the vessels of honor. Meanwhile, the heathens were just vessels of dishonor. The Most High Yahweh had chosen us to be a special people unto himself, as is written in Deuteronomy chapter 7, Deuteronomy 14. Alright? But this man right here, he had relied on those voodoo practice, those practitioners, the ones that get down with witchcraft and black magic. And the Most High is not dealing with none of that. So what did he do? Hey, he realized that these people that he was hoping to heal his son or something like that, he ended up getting them murked. Let's read a quote here. "He decided to cruelly punish all elderly people and voodoo practitioners who in his imagination would be capable of sending a bad spell on his son." Okay. So he thought that they was going to go after his son. Well, all said and done, the Heavenly Father brought judgment upon these Levites, which the Levites were supposed to be the priests of the nation of Israel, held to the highest standard, so to say. And right now, they are being chastised harshly. Tons and tons of spirits of vengeance are being sent upon them. You can read a little bit about those spirits of vengeance here in Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death. Haiti was just getting hit with a bunch of so-called natural disasters. Okay? But really all said and done is the judgment of the Most High. It says, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Alright? So, this is the judgment of the Lord. And all said and done, the Most High has set up his men to let the people know, the people of his nation know what he gets down with and what he doesn't. So let's end off here in the book of Hebrews. So I can bear with me. I want to say chapter 10. Let's see here. I don't think it's chapter 10. So I can bear with me. I'll grab the scripture. Yeah, it is chapter 10. Let's go ahead. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. It says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Alright? So, just going to wrap it up there. Like I said, just wanted to do a quick lesson. Hopefully it was edifying. And want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.